Hi everyone, this will be my last video on Flipped in Love. So I've heard that they made a lot of improvements on the translations, so let's see if that's actually the case. Well, the text look a lot better. Let's see the story. I'm gonna go to the earlier chapters because I read on their Facebook page that they got new translators, and I think it's early chapters that got the better translation. Should we do chapter? Let's do chapter 3. Let's do chapter 3. Behind Carla walks up a tall man. His voice is naturally cold, but there's something familiar about it. A coffee brown coat tailored to perfection over his black suit, fitted with a gold tie. Oh, they got a real translator, you guys. His arms crossed before his chest. Peeking out of his sleeve is a diamond-studded mechanical watch, a luxurious look, revealing great taste. Yeah, this is really good. So another thing to add to his cold character is that this is a wealthy, rich man. I think in Chinese, the sentences are a little bit more eloquent, but that's not something that you can translate, because when you do translate just a meaning, you lose a lot of that poetic sort of rhythm, and that's just something that happens in language, and we can't really do anything to help that. You have to lift your head up high for your eyes to see his face. When your eyes meet his, it's you, almost escapes your mouth. Luckily, you bite the words back. Oh, this is really good. This is really good. Oh, he is called Liam, apparently, in English. Interesting. He's just called, like, boss, Yan, in Chinese. You don't need the introduction. You almost want to slap him on the shoulder and yell, "Great job of maintaining your look, Yanni." Okay. This man, with handsome facial features, deep-set contours, and a strong aura, is the CEO of Yudu Entertainment, Liam Yan. Your relationship with him began years ago in your past life. As high school classmates, being the most popular girl and boy in school would always lead to gossip, but in fact the truth was that the two of you were always at each other's throats. Then you went to art school, and he went abroad to study finance. The gossips finally came to an end. This is really good. This is like the exact same story. He returned to inherit his family business in finance, real estate, and entertainment. Okay. The legendary gossip couple met again. Your last acting work that sealed you as a movie queen was also one of the works that he invested in. Have you finished staring? Yeah, that's good. Good translation. Sorry, you look a lot like someone I knew, but he's younger than you. Well, that's the truth. Mr. Yan has been watching you closely in the last 2 shows. Unfortunately, you failed to debut, but we believe you have other possibilities. What does Carla mean? You raise your head to look at the cold man in front of you. His voice is calm, like a businessman dealing with a case. Your termination will be followed by my secretary. I will give you 1 day to rest. The day after, be on time at work. It's fine. Like, it's an okay translation. You haven't digested it yet when Pam and Lily's cheers fill the room. Yeah. This is alright. Stay cool, keep it cool. You calm the excitement within in you and look into his icy eyes. Typo, guys, fix that typo. Mr. Yan, although I'm surprised, but I don't want to thank you because I will earn back the 2 million very soon. You collapse into Carla's embrace before he can say anything. Carla, thank you. I almost thought I had to find other means. It's fine, guys. They basically fixed it. So the reason why this is gonna be my last video about the game is that I'm gonna be uninstalling very soon. The story is still really good, really, really good. I'm really enjoying it still. The characters are all really good, except this guy. Except this guy. I'll come back to that later. Everything is really good about the story. My problem is with the rest of the game. It's really labor intensive. There's a lot of things that you can get for free just by watching ads, like diamonds and such, but there's a ton of ads to watch if you want to take full advantage of what they offer. The other thing is, like, if you want to get all the resources that they offer, you have to be online every day for 2 full hours. That's a ton of time to spend on like a gacha type of game. You know, it's so much work. The other thing that they introduced that I'm really not a fan of is this like cat farm. So you have to grow plants to like feed your cat with, and then once they're of age, then you have to marry them off. It's so much work. Like, you have to find a cat that has the same number of stars as your cat, and they have to be the opposite sex. So there's a little chat on the bottom of like the main page, and back in the day, people used to actually chat in it, and it was really fun. There are people that like literally would chat about how they're going to university, they can't decide what major to major in, right? And then everyone started chiming in about like which majors are really popular right now, right? Which majors people ended up going through and weren't a fan of. It was just really interesting to be able to talk to a bunch of different people. That's not the case anymore. I would say 70% of the time, the chat is just like a arranged marriage group for your cat. Everyone's like, hey, I have a cat that just came of age. Anyone else have a cat that has this criteria? We need to marry them off. This guy I really wanted to talk about. He is such a disappointment. So all the guys in the story have characterizations that make a lot of sense, except this guy. He had so much potential in the beginning, but then as you play, you realize that he has like 10 jobs. Like, he's an award-winning professional photographer. Award-winning, okay? He photographs celebrities and he does a really good job of it. But not just that, he's also a journalist, a full-time investigative journalist. And you're like, okay, well, maybe he's just a busy person, right? He can handle 2 jobs at once. No, he also owns a cafe that he works at full time, and he doesn't hire any other employees. He's the only employee at this damn cafe. Okay, every time the MC needs to go look for him, to get him to help her with her investigation, she'll go, and he'll be at the cafe. How can he possibly do his investigative journalism? How can he possibly do photography of celebrities when he owns a cafe and works there full time? Like, he needs to buy supplies for that cafe. He needs to clean it. He needs to be there for when customers visit. There's no possible way this guy has like all these different jobs. Like, is he Hermione in the third Harry Potter movie? Okay, anyway. So that's the only thing. And his whole characterization is very like muddled. It's as if they just had they had these things that the MC needed to be able to progress in the story, and they were like, oh, we'll just get this character to provide them. And then, oh, why would he have that info? Oh yeah, he's a journalist. Why would he be here? Oh yeah, he owns a cafe. Why was he following the MC around everywhere mysteriously? It's still not really explained. And like, how could he have the time to follow her? He owns a friggin' cafe full time and has 2 other jobs. Anyways, it was an interesting experience playing this game, I would say. There are pros and cons, and I'm sad to not finish the story, but obviously it's not even done writing yet. I'm sure the writers are still working on future chapters, so I'm not really gonna be able to find out the ending anyways. And it's getting to the point where I feel like I'm putting too much work into it and I'm not getting enough out. This outfit, this outfit took a ton of diamonds to get. It's his Chinese New Year outfit, and I had to stay online for 2 hours a day for 7 days to get it. And I thought that once you get this, then maybe you get like more than just sort of an increase in your levels for when you do little attack things. But that's all you get. You don't even get like a text message from him or anything. You basically get nothing. You just get this little image of him. And it was so much work for so little reward, and a lot of this game feels like that. A ton of work, and you don't get much back because of it. So anyways, that's my final review of the game. I do think it's still worth playing, especially now that they fixed all the translations. So if you're interested in the story, I would recommend that you check it out. If you're someone like me that just don't have a ton of time to play games like this, like with Mr. Love, I can pretty much do my dailies in 15 minutes. And so it's 15 minutes a day plus like check in once before nighttime to like collect all my freebies, and that's it. It's really sustainable. It's not something that takes a lot out of me. So if you're someone like that, then maybe this game isn't for you. But if you don't mind sort of grinding for resources and whatnot, like you can get through this game for free perfectly and be able to enjoy the full experience. It's a lot of work. It's too much work for someone like me personally. So anyways, thank you for watching. Talk to you again. Maybe not. We'll see. Bye.